Another band who are making some amazing music right now are Editors. You may have seen them over on social media. They've been posting pictures of them working on album number 6. Well, they were kind enough to take a break from working on said album number 6 to come and play in Lollapalooza, Paris. I spoke to 2 of the guys from the band. Here's how I got on.
This is Amazing Radio.
It's Chris Murray. We're back at Lollapalooza Festival in Paris once again. I'm delighted now to be joined by Elliott and Justin from Editors. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hello.
It has taken some amount of time to get you sat down, and it is not your fault whatsoever. We've had quite a palaver to get to this point, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, no. It's France.
Yeah. So we're at the first ever Lollapalooza Paris. Are you excited to be here? Have you had a chance to look around yet?
We're in and out on this one. We've been to France 3-4 times in this summer already, festivals. So we've never done a Lollapalooza before.
Yeah, well, I think this is the first one.
It's the first one. There's one in Berlin as well.
Oh, yeah,
Buenos Aires.
Yeah, this is the first one for me.
Yeah, me too.
But it's good. It's not in a field.
Yeah,
which is
semi-field.
It's half
trimmed field.
There's actual concrete structures around us, which makes me feel safe.
Yeah, it does make me feel safe.
In a wet field.
We're in the middle of some sort of racetrack, I think, which is both cool and awesome. It means the site must be circular, I guess.
It's alright. It's contained.
Yeah, I like it.
It's not a sprawling beast like most festivals.
Although, yesterday before the festival, we were I'd say about 10 miles from the festival up a hill, and we could hear it crystal clear. So I hope the local residents don't absolutely hate this new festival.
They're getting it for free, man.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
free.
It's quite loud, which is quite good. I think English festivals are getting quieter and quieter and quieter, and it's quite nice to play somewhere where they like to crank the PA. Yeah. It's good for us.
It is good for us.
I thought that exact thing yesterday. I was like, this festival is way louder than any ones that we have in the UK, which is great for bands. And the other thing as well is that I think it's really cool that every band on this bill today is playing either an hour or an hour plus, so that's good for you guys as well.
It is. I mean, most of our sets this year have been, well, depending where we are, it's gone from like 90 minutes to an hour.
An hour is quite short.
It's just really short for us. So
I mean, that's the difference between English festivals and European. I mean, English festivals, they're so crammed in now.
Yeah. So this is kind of standard European hour festival.
Which is nice. I think you can only get what you need to do done in an hour.
I think last time we were in Paris, we did Rock and Sane last year, and that was an hour as well.
Yeah,
that was good.
That was amazing.
That was really good.
Nice one. Yeah. I thought it'd be interesting to ask you, like, now that you've got such a wealth of material in your back catalogue, like, how do you end up settling on what to play? Is it like
it's quite an even spread, actually. We're trying new stuff out for our next record today as well, so I think it's usually like 3 or 4 from each.
Yeah, we try and play stuff from all the records, and I think it's about two or 3 from each, depending what day it is, what we play more from whatever. But yeah, it's a good spread. I mean, I think as a band, I think that's kind of your duty to go out and play your spread, unless you hate something, then and we're trialing a few new numbers at the moment, so it's been good. It's been really good summer for us.
It's been really exciting, actually, because on like Twitter and stuff recently, you've been posting a couple of pictures of sessions for the 6th album. That is really, really exciting. What sort of stage of the process are you at just now?
Well, the current figures in the dressing room today are 75% finished. That's literally hot off the press, not from an hour ago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
75% done. I think I agree with that.
Yeah, I think we're 75% there. Yeah, all the songs there. We just need to. We've been doing it in quite a sporadic way this time, and I think we're going to get in and finish it in September time. So it should be all done and dusted after that. But it's going well.
That's pretty exciting, and I remember in one of the interviews somewhere, I remember Tom said something along the lines of the end dream was like you guys learning to walk again. So is this one you learning to run or jog?
This is it's hard that, because MG's quite a downbeat record, and I think this one's a lot more of an upbeat record. So I guess you could use that athletical analogy right there. But I think it's definitely more peppy than the last record. The last record was quite doom laden.
It's a lot more down tempo. I think the fact that we're playing tracks live already is kind of, we're pretty confident about this one. It works working in a live environment, definitely. Whereas I think In Dream is a bit more of a headphone listen. which I think we all like as well. But it's nice to come out of the blocks a bit and come back swinging.
Change it up, man. Gotta change it up. Gotta keep it fresh.
I think something that's been very typically Editors since the very, very, very beginning is that you can sometimes have some quite sad lyrics, but with a massively upbeat beat over the top of them. Is that something that carries through?
It's just all really moody. We're all really moody 24 hours a day, all the time. We never smile. No one ever talks to us because we're all too moody. Essentially, it's who we are to the core, like Moodcore. No, this is quite, especially on this record. It's got quite a lot of happy chords going on. Especially Happy Sad. That's what it is.
That's a good one. I like that.
I stole that from Sing Street.
Did you?
Which is a great film.
Happy Sad. 100% melancholic all the time.
From their album In Dream, which came out back in 2015, that's Editors with Life is a Fear. Before that, you heard the first part of my interview with the guys. Now, there's one thing that I really wanted to know from the guys. Wasn't to do with any of their recordings. Well, it kind of was. It was to do with their debut album and their second album. So many indie bands of that era of early to mid 2000s have gone and announced anniversary tours. A lot of them that have had debut albums coming out in 2007. And I thought, you know what? I wonder why Editors didn't do something like that in 2015 for the anniversary of their debut album. So I asked them. Here's part 2 of my chat with Editors from Lollapalooza Paris.
Amazing radio.
I think as well that and it's obviously a bit difficult with couple lineup reshuffles that you guys have had. There always seems to be a bit of a sort of intrinsic connection through all of the albums. Like they're all very sort of typically Editors albums. Do you think that is something that continues on this one as well?
Yeah, definitely. It's Tom's voice. I think generally sews everything together. I mean, you could take Tom's voice off a couple of these new tracks and it sound like a different band, and as soon as you put Tom's voice on it, it's an Edit's track. So, but yeah, that's pretty much right.
I think, I mean, he's got such a distinguishable vocal that it can't not be.
You can't move away from it, regardless of how he sings, because he does change his voice, his vocal style quite a lot. It's just a lot of falsetto on the last record, and it still sounds like Tom. So, yeah, I love that this music's playing in the background.
Some sort of Wild Wild West thing has just happened. Just brilliant. You self-produced the 5th LP as well. Is that something that continues for this one too?
We've done a lot of the work ourselves again, and then we're just going with various people to put a bit of spin polish on it, basically. But yeah, we spent 6 months in Oxford, holed up in a room in a field in the middle of nowhere, essentially, from October till May this year, and it's good.
I think that's kind of how we work now, is we write and produce at the same time. There's sort of, and it starts to become intrinsically linked when we start as a band getting together and throwing ideas around. So I think but there's some other people coming in on this one, which is exciting as well. I mean, we probably won't give away the details yet, but it's good.
We've got collaborators in the production kind of angle on it, and it's just really exciting, to be honest. So it's good.
Fantastic. This is really exciting, and looking forward to later now. One thing I want to ask you is that you obviously did the massive support shows with Manic Street Preachers for was it Everything Must Go, the anniversary? Yeah. Did you ever think about doing one of those yourselves, for maybe the debut album or the second album, or anything like that? Because there's so many bands of your era of I wouldn't say resorted to doing this, but I've done this for a bit of fun. Is this anything that you guys have ever considered?
I think their first album, 10 years already got past, so unless they do it on like the 14th year since so-and-so, I don't know, I reckon there always is something like that in the future, because it's good to go back sometimes to focus on something and then get it out of the way. I think this band is, if anything, never really looks back. And so every record kind of moves forward, and there's a case for both, but I think it'll be a while yet.
I just don't think anyone's feeling retrospective right now. I think we're constantly focused on what's next and moving forward. So
maybe it's 20 years now.
To do that now just feels a bit of a step back, and we're still progressing. So
There was a couple of them that happened that I wouldn't name, that I was like, it's a bit early if you do an anniversary show. But anyway, so after today you've got loads more gigs coming up down the line. Next weekend is Kendall Calling, which I'm excited about, because I'm going to that for the first time this year, so I'm really looking forward to that.
For the first time too. Yeah, it should be alright. We've only got a couple of UK ones. Everything else is out of the country, but it should be good.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I've heard Kendall's really good as well.
Yeah.
He's got quite big over the last few years. So,
although I've heard that it rains a lot there.
It always rains. Always rains. The northwest, man. It's just rain.
We did Why Not last year, and that was really good fun. So yeah, hoping Kendall's the same kind of vibe. The year before, maybe the year before that.
We Glastonbury last year though.
Yeah, Glastonbury last year.
Yeah. And the other one as well is Beyond the Tracks, which is in Birmingham, obviously, like Editor's sort of home base, as it were. So that'll be cool to go back there.
That's a good one. The great lineup. Great lineup.
Yeah, we kind of had a hand in selecting the lineup, so it's a lot of people that we wanted on the bill, and to just to make a great day of it. And it's a new festival, so yeah, it's going to be exciting. I think for a bit of a hometown homecoming.
It's the last time we played in Birmingham. A couple of years.
Yeah, a couple of years. So yeah, it should be really good. Really good.
I was talking to Nadine Schatz at Dale Festival. She was really excited about it. So she got some praises in there.
Yeah, she's a good girl.
So fantastic. Well, enjoy the performance today. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope the weather holds out, because it's not due to rain until about 9.
It'll rain as soon as we walk on stage.
We've actually had that a lot this year.
Literally, it stops as soon as we finish, but as soon as we walk on stage, it rains.
And even like spookily in key lyrics where it mentions rain, it started raining.
In a lyric, he said rain, and then it started raining.
Well, we're going to pray that because I checked the weather. It says it's 9 p.m. that it's going to rain. You'll be out of the country, but
I would literally be in England at 9 p.m. So.
Oh, brilliant! Oh, well, thanks very much for the chat, guys, and have a good show later.
Excellent.
Thank you.